In this video, I'm going to be replacing the exhaust manifold on this 2004 Chevy Trailblazer with the inline 6-cylinder engine. Alright, so I've got all three of the flange bolts loose. The nuts came off pretty easy because it's a relatively new part. I had replaced a catalytic converter on this vehicle already, so thankfully they weren't fused and they came right off. With the flange undone, we'll go after this O2 sensor, we'll get that out of there. And then we've got the task of getting, I believe, 12 of these 13mm manifold bolts. And hopefully none of these snap off in the head, because that'd be a kick in the head. I'm going to be using my Dynamic Tools tool set for this. It's my 13mm socket. If you're interested in these high quality tools with lifetime warranty, check out shopdynamictools.com. Use code DANATOR15 every time you check out and you'll save 15%. So big shout out to Dynamic Tools for sponsoring this video and offering the Dana Nation a 15% off code every time they order. Shopdynamictools.com, DANATOR15, save 15%. So I've soaked all the bolts with this stuff called Freeall. This was a suggestion by several subscribers to use this stuff. I think it works pretty good. We'll see how it works on these manifold bolts here. I like to work the bolts back and forth like this to kind of clear up the threads, keep it from getting into a bind. Once it starts spinning pretty smooth, I go ahead and just ratchet it out. If it feels like it's getting in a bind, I'll run it back in, loosen it, run it back in, loosen it. So I just take my time with it. Generally works out in my favor. Alright, so far so good. They're coming out fairly easily. This one down here in this cavity is kind of hard to reach, but it's doable. So I've got all the front ones loose. The back half is going to be a little more challenging, especially getting that last one back behind this air conditioner line. So far so good. Thank the Lord for that. Gone through all 11 bolts. They've all broke loose. None of them are stuck or fused or anything, so that's great. I'm going to go ahead and back them all out, and we'll be able to get this manifold out. Before I forget, I'm going to take this O2 sensor out. I'm going to put my O2 sensor socket. Got that from Harbor Freight for about $8 or something. It's good to get this loose before you take the manifold off, because sometimes these O2 sensors can get stuck and they do not want to come out. But I had loosened it before, so I knew it was going to come out pretty easy. Let's get that up out of the way. Okay, I've got all 11 bolts out. I dropped one down in here somewhere. We'll find out later. So this manifold, I guess, is ready to come out. I don't see any reason why it won't now. The pain in the buns is going to be this air conditioning line. This bracket right here, I might have to take that out. I don't know, but if I can get it off the flange down there, twist it and pull it up this way, I might be able to get this out without having to remove anything else. I guess there's only one way to find out. All right, well, that really wasn't that bad. Just a little bit of finagling and it came right out. I can't argue with that. Let's take a closer look at this manifold. So there is the obvious massive crack. Initially when I saw this, I thought maybe I could weld that shut and just move on with life. And then I realized the crack went clear down to here. That's an awful lot of weld, but sure, yeah, you could probably weld that on the face and while it was still on the car, possibly. But hey, there's my name. So let's just say I left this on the car, zipped this up with weld, and moved on with life. Well, I would have missed this crack. Same side, just on the back. And this went clear up, I believe, to the port. Yeah, so this thing's toast, but first, I gotta go eat some tacos. It's lunchtime. Well, this box has certainly seen better days. Nice gasket, albeit it being bent from shipping. There's the donut gasket and the new studs. All right, we're about ready to put this back together. I was just comparing the original gasket with the new one, and that's the way it's going to have to go in, this being the top. So get that ready to go. Go ahead and get this puppy unpackaged. I may just take the heat shield off of this. Probably make it a little easier for me to put it in, I suppose. So this heat shield's got to come off. Okay, so I'm getting ready to put this in and I've got a plan of action in my mind. I'm gonna go ahead and lower this in. I have to be careful about the donut with the flange. So I'm gonna put the exhaust manifold gasket in, put a bolt in there in the center, set the base, tighten the middle bolt, and at least hold the gasket and the manifold in place while it sits on that flange, if that makes any sense. I'll start threading in the bolts by hand, put a little blue thread locker on them, and start tightening this thing down. Then we'll get those torqued down, tighten up the flange, put the heat shield on, and Bob's your uncle. I think the tricky part is going to be making sure that the donut doesn't fall off the end of the manifold down into the abyss. I've got to get it to sit right there on that pipe. Make sure it sits flush so I don't have a leak there. No sense talking about it, might as well do something about it. I'll take this O2 sensor bolt out. It's getting caught on that transmission dipstick. Well, close enough. Wow, that was a fight. To get that donut to sit on that flange, that was a fight. Manifold just kept bumping into all this stuff up here. Couldn't get it to line up. My stool kicked out from under me a couple times and about fell down. Whew. Thank goodness. The bottom is sitting where it needs to now. I'm gonna throw in the manifold gasket and start throwing in some bolts. Okay, I put the bolts on the flange at the bottom, so that's kind of holding still for now. Make this exhaust manifold gasket in here. I think that's lined up in the right hole. The edges of that gasket's sharp. If you ain't bleeding, you ain't working. Alright, so I've got all 11 basically finger tight at the moment. So my repair manual says the 2002 through 2006 needs to be 18 foot-pounds, and the 2007 and later is 15 foot-pounds. And to install the manifold, it's saying to tighten the bolts in 3 passes, starting from the center bolt and working your way to the ends to the torque listed in this chapter specifications, which for me is 18 foot-pounds. Okay, I've got my torque wrench set to 18 foot-pounds. We're going to go ahead and torque all these down, assuming I can reach them all. Okay, 18 foot-pounds. Of course, very last bolt, I dropped my socket down into the engine. Of course. I'm going to put this heat shield back on, and it comes with 4 studs that go into the manifold. And then the nuts hold the heat shield on. I'm going to put this in first, then thread the studs in, because I don't want to be fighting these boogers as I'm trying to slide this heat shield down with very limited room. So that's the plan anyway. I just dropped my little 1/4-inch ratcheting wrench down my engine compartment. How does something that big just disappear from the face of the earth into the abyss? Where did that wrench go? Unreal. Just gone, out of sight. Frustrating. Look at where this wrench is. You gotta be kidding me. You little booger. Magnetic telescoping wand for the win. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. That was a lot harder than it looks. Just saying. Okay, with all that buttoned up, now I can put it all back together. As you can hear, there's still an exhaust leak. It turned out to be the exhaust manifold gasket. If you recall, it was bent during shipping. Imagine that after seeing that dilapidated box. All I needed to do was to tighten down the manifold bolts at the back of the engine just a smidge more. No more leak. If you found this video helpful, or at the very least entertaining, let me know in the comment section below and hit that subscribe button. It's free and it helps me get one step closer to hitting 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. Boy, that's a mind grenade. Anyways, thanks for watching. God bless. Be sure to hit that like switch on your way out. We'll see you next time.